Hey guys, I'm Steve, and I decided to start a series of videos on getting prepared for Legion. I have some ideas for future videos, but for today, let's start with being prepared through farming reputation. I feel like rep farming will be the largest time sink out of my ideas for Legion prepping, so I decided to start with it first. Warlords of Draenor reps started kinda poorly, with reputations primarily gained through grinding countless mobs for small amounts of rep. Sure, you got to a certain point by questing in the zone, but up to Exalted was a grind. And while it's still a little early to say exactly how reps will work in Legion, be it mob grinding or daily quest, you can bet Blizzard will probably hide high value items like battle pets behind a wall of rep grinding like they did in Warlords of Draenor. Another thing to keep in mind is that Blizzard is revamping crafting professions for Legion and could very well hide epic crafting recipes behind reputation. If you remember when Warlords launched, there were groups in the group finder dedicated to grinding out reputation. My suggestion would be when Legion launches, and if they continue the mob grinding for rep scenario, as soon as you hit level cap and get some gear, search through the group finder, join these groups, and put in the time to get Exalted. The same applies if they go back to daily quest for rep grinding, or a combination of the two, or even something completely different. Start as early as you can and hit Exalted as early as you can, because you can bet whoever gets there first will make the most gold. So what can you do now while we wait for Legion? Although it might be an unpopular opinion, I would suggest getting at least Revered to Exalted with every single Warlords rep. Nearly every single reputation in Warlords has at least a mount and battle pet you can purchase at Revered or higher. Even now, this late in the expansion, people are still buying these pets for a premium. I wouldn't necessarily say stock up on these pets by any means, but at least having access to them will put you ahead of any new subscribers or resubscribers to WoW when Legion drops. Hitting Exalted in Warlords of Draenor has become significantly easier with the Medallions of the Legion. They have dropped in price with how flooded the market became after the Winter Veil event, so check your auction house for prices. If you do intend on grinding mobs instead of splurging for a ton of medallions, be sure to use the add-on Cross Realm Assist. You can kill rares over and over again for a bunch of reputation by jumping servers. You might think this is a silly thing to prep for, but just think. Is anyone really going to be willing to go back to Warlords of Draenor to grind rep with a shiny new X-Pack out? You might already have Exalted rep with every faction in Warlords, and that's great, you're already ahead. But if not, you might as well just get it done now. We still have quite some time before Legion, so be sure to finish the grind in Warlords. Thanks a lot for checking out this Legion preparation guide. I know it wasn't like my other guides so far, but it's something I've been thinking about doing, so I decided to share my thoughts with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out my previous guides. And as always guys, thanks again.
Our backs against the wall. It seems impossible, but there's nobody else I want by my side to stand here with me to take